Welcome back to Prime Morning. My name is Asia Dua Akomia. A happy Eid to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. Today, you spend the holiday, And so, viewers, make sure you get interactive with us on all our social media platforms. And it's all about the inter-school reading quiz. And I was just told it started off with 50 schools participating, coming down to about 20. Then we had, 12, then 8. And then now we have 4 schools going to the semi-finals. Hey. And it's been the ages between 6 and 14 years, age 6, reading. I can't wait to hear all the details and exactly what they have packed for you, your kids, and the competitors in this competition. I have seated with me this morning Thelma Martina Parker, who is the Marketing and Brands Manager, and Gifty Abna Amokra Entry, who is the Business Development Manager. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so 6 to 14. In fact, you know what? For the sake of those who really do not know about the inter-school reading quiz, tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so the organization is Peppy Cups, and so we are doing the inter-school reading quiz. It's an annual reading competition for children between the ages of 6 and 14 years. And this is in partnership with UNESCO Accra World Book Capital. So, so in Accra, we had the World Book Capital this time around, back in 2023. And so we've been engaging our cups. We call them cups and not kids, the children. Yes, baby lions. So we've been engaging them to read on our digital library platform. And there are a wide range of books, variety of books for them to read, very exciting ones. And the goal is to make reading fun and exciting so that it doesn't look like a bore or a chore for these children. And it's been phenomenal. Their approach to reading, their dedication and their passion. I mean, I wish I was 6 or 14.
Okay, so having 50 schools sign on right from the beginning, and then 20 getting into the competition itself at the end of the day, what exactly did it take to bring the number down to 20 for the actual competition?
Okay, so what happens is all the schools that are signed on, the children are registered on our digital platform and then they are reading. So every child has their own digital library. They read, and at the end of the day, all of the points that they get. So if you read a book on our platform, there is a quiz you have to take and then you earn points. So you read the book, you take the quiz, and then you earn the points. And these points are collated at the end of the day to find out which schools have the most points. And that is how we did the seeding to move all the way from 50 to 20 to 16 to 12 to 8. And now we have the 4 semi-final contestants or schools in the competition.
So it's not necessarily about there's a book in front of you or there's a file in front of you. You have to read, and you are just looking at how articulate they are with the pronunciation.
Not at all. Not at all. You have to read.
I got lost.
So the quiz is a comprehension kind of quiz. So
read and answer.
Read and answer. You take the quiz and then you earn points. Yes.
Oh, these kids must be very smart.
Very smart. You should be at one of the competitions. So the semi-finals is this Friday on the 12th. Amazing. They are so smart.
So now we have 4 schools who are competing.
4 schools, yes.
What schools are they?
So we have Theo Rose School, and then we have Golden Angel School. We have Prospect International School, and then the last school is...
That's Right School.
That's Right Schools.
And the youngest?
The youngest should be, so we've had a 6-year-old in the competition, but I don't think he pushed through to the semifinals.
Yes, but the youngest for this particular competition was around 8 years old. She was in grade 4 or 5, I think. Grade 4,
And how did she do?
She did so well. She carried her school all the way to the quarterfinals.
All the way to the quarterfinals,
yes. Wow. So the semi-finals, what exactly will be happening on that day? Let's talk about it.
Right. So 4 schools competing head-on, hoping to get into the finals so that they win the grand prize of a 2-week educational trip to Canada.
Oh, I know.
So that is why they are reading so hard. They want to go to Canada. They want to go to Canada. So the winning school goes to Canada. The 3 contestants that win go to Canada for 2 weeks. It's an educational trip. And it comes with other exciting prizes as well. Cash prizes and a scholarship in the National Spelling Bee, among other things.
So, I chanced, there's an ad. I say, okay, I chanced on it on Joy Prime. And I think one of the pupils did say something that they will not allow a different school
the public
come and take the public school. Okay, so I'm right.
Yes.
And that makes sense.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
So we
they
have
want to go
some
to
public
Canada.
schools in there, and they did phenomenal as well. They did amazing. Unfortunately, they couldn't push through to the semifinals. But the competition was so keen. It was very tight. They could have easily gone through to the semifinals. So yes, everybody wants to go to Canada.
Everybody wants to go to Canada.
So it's like a falla deal. Read your
read your way to Canada.
Where they come and Canada?
I tell you. So yeah. So we're looking forward to the next quiz, which is next year's annual. So every year we are going to have that, and even more exciting prizes. And so we are calling on sponsors to come on board.
Okay, so off air, I asked you, you did mention that this is the 3rd edition, the 3rd season for this competition. And this is actually the first
we are going
airing on TV. So you're making it big. Initially, it was just on social media.
Yes.
Okay, so now it's being on TV and everything. Tell us how has it impacted the projects that you're embarking on the whole, and how different has it been for the competitors?
Okay, if you want to take that.
Okay, so this particular edition has been grand, as we said, and because of that, there's been a lot of attention to it. And also, Accra happens to be UNESCO's World Book Capital for the year 2023. So from April last year...
I didn't know this.
There's been a lot
April
of reading.
last year to April this year, Accra is the focus of reading globally.
Wow.
And because of that, Perby Caps itself is having a whole reading campaign known as the Carnival. So the Carnival is a blend of words, is Carne Inga, which means to read, and a carnival, which is like a fun fair. And Perby Caps, our main forte is making reading very fun and exciting. So that is how it has been. And because of that, we are riding on this to make sure that this year's inter-school reading quiz is a blast. It's a mega blast. And you should see the children. We give them the books and...
See the little one over here.
Yes.
Let's talk about Canada.
Yes. They are super excited about it. Yeah.
Wow.
And the goal is to ignite a vibrant culture of reading, not just among the children, but even in our homes. So the children love reading. Reading is exciting and fun for them. And when you go to the schools, they don't want to leave their libraries because of Perby Caps Digital Library.
Yes,
they don't want to go. They want to read. And some of the questions that they can answer, oh my God, mind blowing.
I'm sure some of them are already preparing. They've started preparing.
Yes, they are reading,
preparing themselves for next year.
I tell you.
So the schools that couldn't make it to the top 20, top 16, when you speak to them, they're like, you know what? It was our first trial. Come back harder next year. So I just can't wait for the next edition. It's going to be such
even
a blast.
bigger.
Yeah.
Even
I
bigger.
am pretty sure that you would have close to 100 schools registering.
Yes.
That's a high possibility because
Very
this is
much.
going wild.
Yes.
This is really out there. And you see, it will be tell a friend to tell another friend, tell another friend.
Yes.
Exactly.
We'll keep on sharing the good news, and I know that next year will be a blast.
Thank you so much.
So, the semifinals, what day is it happening and where?
It's just tomorrow.
Oh!
So they have been reading tirelessly. They have been reading. They want to make sure they get into the final. So it's tomorrow. Yes, it's happening at 9 a.m. at Legon Interdenominational Church, Legon Campus,
Legon
LIC.
Campus,
Yes,
okay.
so we want everybody to come and watch our children, our cups.
Oh, tomorrow is
Excel.
Friday, 9 a.m. I'll be on air.
Oh.
Maybe you can
But you
take
can
some
actually
small time off and then come
And
see
pass
us.
through.
Yes,
What time
it will
would
be
you
on
be
TV
ending?
at 10 a.m. So
Okay.
yes.
So we'll be streaming live
Yes,
on Joy
yes,
Prime.
on Joy Prime. And we want to say a very big thank you to Joy Prime, our media partner as well.
You've been fantastic.
amazing.
I mean, that's what we do. That's how we do it. That's how we
Yes,
do it.
yes.
It's amazing like that. Okay, so let's talk about the prices, the attractions again.
Yes.
So aside the trip to Canada, what else would they get?
Cash prizes.
Okay.
Yes. And then the scholarship to the National Spelling Bee as well.
You don't say.
Yes, and the schools win a trophy. Again, it's the inter-school reading quiz. So we want to make sure that the schools themselves are happy to be a part of this project. So they also get to win something and some bragging rights in there that our school won the reading quiz.
And the school gets highlighted too
yes,
because
yes.
you've been fantastic, multimedia, Joy Prime especially.
Yes.
You've been with us throughout the journey, so we'll be highlighting them too, so they get to be
good
on
exposure
TV.
for them, for the schools. Yeah.
So you're all smiles and you're all happy and you're all talking about the good side, the good stuff and everything, which I'm excited about, but definitely one way or the other. Some schools or some students gave you a hell of a time.
Well, it was not such a hell of a time,
Okay.
but it was more emotional.
Very
When
much.
the schools
When they
don't
yes.
advance to the next
stage.
level. Yes, the children become so emotional.
Yes.
And that makes me very sad because these are children that put their all into it. Like they read ferociously every time they're reading, they're calling. So this book, like, you know, they're actually invested in this. And then they don't make it. It's all cries and all tears. But we have a fantastic team that guides them to read, encourage them. It is a competition. We have just one winner. So you have to understand, next time, be better, do better, and then you can probably win the trophy at the end of the day. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. So with all the schools that couldn't make it to the semi-finals, anytime a school was evicted or was out of the competition, was there any thing that they were given or nothing of that sort?
But a lot of encouragement at the moment, but that's why we are calling on sponsors. It would
More
be great
sponsors. Then we
to have
need
more sponsors on
please.
board.
Because next year I can foresee
Yeah, so
that we are going to get about
please.
100 schools that will be
It's
registering
big.
for next year's
Exactly.
edition. So please,
Yeah.
I mean, beverages,
Yes.
you know,
food, you know, all
water,
all those things.
all those
will
lovely
help.
stuff.
It will
If
really
you
go a
get
long
on
A
way.
big
board-
thank you to the Mohinani
New group, actually.
They
They are our
brands
current sponsors.
KFC and then
Yes.
Polytank.
Yes.
They are our current sponsors.
and
They've
they've
been
been
making the
phenomenal.
children happy,
Happy.
especially KFC.
KFC. Hey.
Yes.
They've been enjoying their KFC. Yeah. So thank you to Mohinani for the support. And we have the Celebration of Champions, which is on the day of the finals. It is the ultimate children's fun fair. And we want to use this to crown the year of reading. All the children that have read, we want to celebrate them. And so that is what we have for them as well. So if you didn't qualify to the finals, do not worry. Come to the Celebration of Champions. There will be bouncy castle, board games, Ludo. All the fun stuff are going to happen on the 19th of April. At LIC, same venue, and it's going to start from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Fun, excitement, everything, face painting, all of that happening on that day. And so we want to encourage parents to bring their children to the Celebration of Champions. It's those that couldn't go through to the semifinals.
Yeah.
And it's not just for the readers, it's for every child. Public school, private school, we want all the children there. And they can buy their tickets on egotickets/event/celebration of champions, or go to peppycups.com and on our social media pages, and we'll guide you on how to get a ticket for your child.
It's a whole celebration.
A whole
Yes.
celebration
Final
centered
day.
on reading. Centered on reading. Because we want to really create that culture of reading among our children. They are our future leaders.
Exactly.
And so, yeah.
And we get to highlight all the children that have gotten medallions on our program so that they don't feel left out. They don't say, because we didn't get into the competition, we are just there. Exactly. We want to highlight every child that
so
has...
they get certificates.
Yes.
And medals, you know,
Yeah.
for having read so much on the platform. So please, let's buy tickets for them to come.
Okay, definitely.
Maybe you can buy some 20 tickets for... It's very
Especially for
affordable.
the
It's very
public school
affordable.
children, for those, not just for them, but any child that cannot afford. We are calling on kind-hearted people to buy tickets for them.
So a ticket is going for how much?
30 Ghana cedis only for every child. 30 Ghana cedis. And you come and have fun the whole day.
Okay. All right. Ladies, thank you so much. And all the best to the schools that will be partaking in the semifinals tomorrow. And we can't wait to see how the grand finale
On the
goes
19th.
down on the 19th of April. My guests this morning have been Thelma Martina Parker, Marketing and Brands Manager, and Gifty Abna Amokra Entry, Business Development Manager. And it's all about the inter-school reading quiz. Ladies, thank you so much. And
Thank you too for having
enjoy your holiday.
You
Yeah.
too. Thank you.
This is where we end this conversation.